Hey friends, my name is Laura and welcome to Book Bubbler and another Friday Reads on a Saturday. Sorry, it's been a busy week this week and I just couldn't get my brain into what I was going to finish reading if I finished anything. I did happen to finish 2 books, thankfully. But yeah, just been really busy. Work has been really good. Side job has been going well. Been swimming, that's been going well. And then I went up to Danny's at Spindly Speaks' house this weekend, or this week. The weekend is happening now, Laura, my gosh. So we had a wonderful time and she is such a nice host and really takes care of everyone who comes into her house, and she's just kind and lovely and all the wonderful things as you suspect that she is. So we had a really, really nice relaxing time with her and the dogs, and yeah, it was good. But it's always nice to get home again, of course. And yeah, I've just been busy. So Song of the Week this week is I Alone by Live. Do you guys remember Live? If you're as old as I am. I just looked up this now. I was going to try and link to the video, and I will, for I Alone, which was extremely mid-90s. Like, this video is so like grunge band in the 90s. It's just like, yep, I started watching it and laughing like, yeah, this is like, do you want to know what MTV was like? And what was on Beavis and Butthead? This was on Beavis and Butthead, they were making fun of. So it was really good. And I just realized that the album that this song is from, Throwing Copper, had their 25th anniversary release not too long ago. And I thought, I don't know how it's been 25 years since that was out, since I have not aged 25 years since it came out, right? Like, isn't that amazing how everything else moves on, but we don't? Anyway, so enjoy some vaguely not super cool chorus lyrics these days. It was really good, and I don't know, I liked hearing it and listening to it again. I watched the video twice in a row. I was getting the link ready, but yeah, it's kind of not great. So, it was the 90s. So, on to books. What did I read? Well, the first one that I finished is The Orchid Affair by Lauren Willig. This is the 8th in the Pink Carnation series, and this one was pretty decent. This one finds, in the past, our couple in the past is Laura and Andre. Laura is a governess for Andre's 2 small children. He works for the prefecture of police, and under Napoleon, they are trying to root out any kind of plots that could be around trying to reinstate France's royal bloodline. And Laura is sent in to spy and infiltrate for England and for the Pink Carnation to find out what's really going on. Is Andre for them and for restoring royalty, or is he against them and is he working for Napoleon? And out of all the books so far, this is probably the most action-packed throughout. There's a lot of movement. They are both very wary of each other throughout the majority of the book because they both know they're working as spies, but the circumstances change all the time. So it's constantly shifting, like they're never really quite sure of each other. But there's the attraction there, and his kids, especially his younger son, adores Laura as a governess. So he trusts her because the kids like her. So he's just not sure what the suspicious thing is. They do get together, of course. This is not a spoiler. And I do like them as a couple. I like them as individual people a lot. I like them together. But they don't seem to have the connection that all the other couples in the past have had. Like, yeah, like I said, the attraction is there. And they get along very well. And they're both, I think, pretty equally intelligent. And he respects her for that. And that's all great. But it just sort of all seemed a little distant. And then Eloise and Colin, our couple in modern times, she is, maybe it's just me because we're reading all these back to back, but she is really getting on my nerves. She's so self-centered and she's really a dunce and super, super flighty. It's not even like cute, like, oh my gosh, I forget everything kind of flighty. It's like, did you have an injury of some kind? And I'm not making fun of that, but sincerely, how do you not notice 6 hours have passed? If you're in a museum and you're working 6 hours, you're supposed to meet your boyfriend 4 hours before that. And there's nothing in your brain, no part of it that says, I should set an alarm on my watch or on my phone or make myself a note to check something. Like, you don't let yourself get super sucked into something. You're always kind of aware of something outside of you. And no, she just is like, it's fine. It's, you know, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. And he has to come track her down at some random small, tiny museum in Paris somewhere. And he's so forgiving of her. She never quite apologizes. I don't know. I find that very frustrating. Maybe it's because time stuff is a big thing for me. I'm early, and if I'm late, I'm on time for things. Like, that's very me. And I don't like when people are late. I feel like there's really no excuse for it for where I live in the world, you know. I don't know. So that's annoying me to a certain extent. But it's all right. It's moving things along. I understand that that's why this whole series exists, is because Eloise is working on her PhD and she's writing about all of these spies named after flowers in the Napoleonic era between England and France primarily. I get it, but girl, come on now. So the other book I finished was an ebook. It's a reread of the second book in the Hamish Macbeth series. This is Death of a Cad. And again, dated. It was written in the mid-80s, so I'm not PC. It's not horrible. It's not like reading Agatha Christie and you're like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden, you know, it's not like that. But it is pretty... And M C Beaton is a known issue of hers. Very anti-fat people, you know. They're often villains. So, but it is what it is. It was what it was. And it's such small amounts in the book that I just ignored. I'm like, oh, there's that dumbass again, or, you know, whatever. You're just like, it's fine, whatever. The mystery itself was really interesting. I thought I remembered who did it, who done it, and I was right. But I enjoy Hamish quite a bit, and I love that he loves his dog. He's a really smart, pretty easygoing guy, and has to put up with some really dumb people in this book, and it's like all the bad bosses you see in the police force in like murder mystery shows. Their arrogance, their blustering, their cover their ass stuff. Treating everyone like dirt and then taking all the credit. Like, all that stuff is very much his boss, extremely. It's like condensed and then like amplified. That's Blair for sure. So it's to deal with that crap, you know. It's just, I don't know. There's something about these books in general, and I'm reading the third one right now. I think I'm almost done with it, actually. Why I like this series so much. It's comforting. I mean, it's in the Highlands, which I think, I mean, obviously I've never been there. MC, if I am incorrect, please correct me. I mean this very kindly. It seems a little behind, like people aren't super into all the technology because it's hard to get towers or whatever. I don't know what the reason is. It doesn't matter, but it seems really nice and a little more laid back, and there's more real world there than there is in like a really massive city. And maybe that's incorrect, but do you get what I'm saying? It seems you could live your life and think thoughts and not feel this intrusion, this pressure to be doing things constantly or working 80 hours a week or whatever it is. It just seems nice. And I know it's a cozy mystery series, and it's currently, I mean, it's old right now. I get that it's older, but it just sort of has a nice comforting feeling to it. And I really like Hamish, and I really like his Towser and his pets coming up that he gets. I like them a lot too, and I don't know, I just enjoy it. So they're not perfect, they don't have to be. I just like them. What can I say? Oh, so coming up, it is mid-month book bash this weekend. I have read nothing so far today, to the surprise of probably nobody. But this weekend I'm going to be doing pretty much just laundry. Laundry, you know, house stuff, dishes, garbage out for the week, you know, that stuff. But it's laundry. And I'm hoping that somewhere in the middle there, I can do some reading too, and not just let myself get absorbed in everything that needs doing. I really would like to read something. Nothing specific. I'm not putting any goals for myself for the weekend or anything out there. I just want to try and read. So you'll have that vlog coming up on Tuesday. And yeah, I think that's all I've got. So I hope you're all doing well and reading something fabulous. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.